So here we've got a question that mentions the trigger word of standard form. So as soon as we see standard form, we should be thinking of a general number a times 10 to the power of n, where a has to be less than 10, greater than or bigger to 1, and n is an integer whole number. So we're looking to rewrite 34 million in this format of some number times that, where the beginning is between 1 and less than 10. So the first thing we're going to do is identify what 34 million looks like as an ordinary number. Well, millions implies you've moved digits up 6 places, so that means we need 6 zeros in this case, 2, 4, 6 to make it move up 6 places, so 34 million. The first digit in a whole number is in the units column, which is always 10 to the power of 0. 10 to the power of 0 is 1, so it's always talking about units, how many ones you have in a number. And basically we can count up the place values, so 10 to the power of 0, 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can see that this number here is, this digit here, sorry, is in the 10 to the power of 7 column, tens of millions. So the answer here then is going to be 3.4, because basically the first part has to be between, and wherever the first non-zero digit is, whatever power it has, then that's going to be the power of 10 that we use in the standard form number. So this will be 3.4 times 10 to the power of 7. If you don't like the idea of powers and place values and recognising how it works effectively, then there is the other method of, we want the decimal point to go between the 3 and the 4 to make a number between 1 and 10, or less than 10. And therefore you could think, how many places does this 34 million have to move to get this point between the 3 and the 4? And if we think about it, then it would have to move once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So that's another way of thinking about why would it be power 7. The question goes on and talks about a land area of 2.4 times 10 to the power of 12 square meters, and 5% is used for growing crops. Work out the area of land which is and give your answer in kilometers squared or square kilometers. This was a mistake on the sample paper. They gave the thing there as square meters, but it should have been kilometers squared or square kilometers. So let's get the key information sorted then. So it's saying 5%. So the first thing we've got to do is work out what 5% of this is. Well, we know that 10% would mean that this has to move down one place value, divide by 10. So 10% is going to be 2.4 times 10 to the power of 11. Because if we divide by 10, then the powers go down by 1. So it's 10 to the power of 11. So 5% must be a half of this. So that's going to be 1.2 times 10 to the power of 11. But this is in square meters. The question wants the answer in square kilometers. So again, think what a square kilometre looks like. A square kilometre is literally 1 kilometre times 1 kilometre. So a square made up of 1 kilometre sides. That's equivalent to 1,000 metres, because 1 kilometre is 1,000 metres, times 1,000 metres. So in here we're going to have a million. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 square meters. So basically we've got to remember that 1 square kilometre is equivalent to a million square meters. So to turn square meters into kilometres squared or square kilometres, then we'll have to divide by a million. Well, a million is 1 times 10 to the power of 6. Had to move 10 to the power of 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 times that. So basically we're doing 1.2 times 10 to the power of 11 divided by 1 times 10 to the power of 6. And what we should realise with this kind of sum is 1.2 divided by 1 is 1.2. Dividing with powers of the same base, so both of them are powers of 10. So when we're dividing, the rule says we can take away the powers. So we've got 11, take away 6. So that will leave us with 10 to the power of 5. So that was 11, take away 6, take away the powers when you've got the same bases. So the answer line is 1.2 times 10 to the power of 5 square kilometres.